Um, However, this analysis raises a new problem and brings us back to the phonological analysis of coloring contour raised in section 3231. In both the Beckman-Pierre-Humbert 1986 version of Pierre-Humbert's analysis of English, and in M.A.E. Tobey, the sequence L plus H star H L% and L star plus H L% are used to represent a variant of the coloring contour. And in all versions of Pierre-Humbert's analysis, the edge-tone sequence HL% is used throughout the tonal inventory to represent the phrase final state sustained level pitch of all stylized contour types. Pierre-Humbert's analysis is based on the assumption that after a H phrase accent, the only possible contrast is between a rise and a sustained level, and that the latter can therefore be represented by L%. A more phonetically transparent transcription for the sustained level final pitch would involve a special level boundary tone 0%, or simply the absence of any boundary tone whatever. We We therefore need to consider the apparently incompatible usage of the LH edge-tone sequence in Pierre-Humbert's analysis of stylized intonation and the analysis just proposed for U and B statements. Oh. Our possible answer would be that the two analyses are not incompatible. This was suggested by Pierre Humbert in discussion at the 1993 Ohio State Tobey workshop. In this view, what counts is the set of possible contrasts within any given dialect. In American English, so the agreement goes, the pitch can either stay level or rise after an H phrase accent, but cannot fall. Therefore, for American English, a two-way apposition L% versus H% expresses the phonetical possibilities. If in U and V English there is similarity only two possibilities, and either fall versus level or fall versus rise, then L% versus H% will work equally well for U and V as for American. The difference between the two dialects would be one of the phonetic realization rather than the phonological system. That is, HL% would represent final sustained level in American and final fall in U and V, while HH% would represent final rise in American and either final level or rise in U and V.